Hey y'all, what's up? It's Alisha. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, the curls are out. They are out, y'all. And so because of that, I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys just some really quick tips on things you may be doing that is hindering your hair growth, causing your hair growth to be very slow, or just stopping you from retaining length. If you guys don't know, I cut my hair pretty short back, well, I guess pretty short back in January, and ever since I have been trying to implement some things into my natural hair routine. And whenever I tell y'all, my hair has been growing so fast, like it has really been growing. And a lot of you guys have also been mentioning just how fast my hair has been growing. Like, this is about how long I am at right now, which is pretty good considering I cut it a pretty short length just a few months ago. So I'm definitely making some progress, and I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys just some things that I have been doing and things that you may not be doing that you could possibly change in your routine to get that that hair growth back in action and for you to actually see results as far as retaining length goes. So let's just jump right into it. First thing that I have been, of course, incorporating regularly, as in like once a week, is deep conditioning. I know, y'all, I know it can be, I don't know, it's just so easy to like forget to deep condition. Life gets busy, things get crazy, and we can easily just slack off and like go weeks without deep conditioning. But it makes a huge difference in your moisture levels in your hair. I personally noticed a huge difference. My hair just always seems so much more like fragile and dry whenever I don't deep condition versus whenever I do condition religiously. So I try to stick to that and do it every week, 2 weeks max. Like, I don't go more than 2 weeks without deep conditioning because it's so crucial for my hair. So whenever I deep condition, especially because I now have color in my hair, I try to incorporate some form of heat or steam. So I will either sit under a hair steamer, which I love to death. Like, I have been using hair steamers for like 3 years now, and I just love it, y'all. My hair always feels so soft and smooth after I steam my hair. So I do that at least once a month. I also will sit under a hooded dryer. So that's also an option for incorporating heat. And then last but not least, I will either apply a thermal cap, or I'll just use a turban, and I'll apply a turban or like a t-shirt on top of my cap whenever I am deep conditioning. And just my body heat itself really helps to warm up that deep conditioner, and of course it starts to penetrate the hair. Also, if you are not getting trimmed, that could easily be stunting your hair growth. And the reason why I say it is because it's not so much causing your hair to not grow, but whenever you refuse to get hair trims, all you're just doing is hanging on to dead ends. And the longer you go with holding on to those dead ends, the harder it is for your hair to retain that length. Because if your ends are super damaged and really dry, it'll just keep breaking off and breaking off and breaking off. So the easiest thing to do is just to incorporate trims into your regimen. And trims varies depending on the person. Personally, for me, I get a trim like 2 to 3 times a year. Some people go every couple of months. Some people go once a month. That all, of course, depends on you, your texture. You know what works for you, but definitely get a trim as often as you see fit. Flat iron. So if you are one who loves to use heat, this could also be really causing you to be at a standstill with your hair growth. I know from like firsthand that whenever I try to incorporate direct heat, which is flat irons or even using a blow dryer constantly, applying that heat dries your hair out so bad. And not only does it dry your hair out, but it really starts to damage your curls. So I'm not saying flat irons in like direct heat is bad like altogether, but it definitely does stunt your growth whenever you're using consistently, like every week or every 2 weeks. Like, it starts to kind of add up, and that damage will eventually catch up to you. So personally, for me, I kind of just stay away from heat. I don't apply it unless I absolutely have to, especially all over my hair. I may straighten out a little bit of like my edges or my leave out for whenever I'm wearing wigs and things like that. But as far as like my entire head of hair goes, I hardly ever like flat iron my hair, maybe like twice a year, because I'm just so like, I don't know, I'm nervous about it, and I just love my curls and not about that life. So try to stay away from flat irons and just tools that create direct heat that could easily damage your curls. Also, if you are a naturalista who loves to wear stretch styles, I have been loving, it's the Revlon blow dryer brush. That thing there is amazing. It gets your hair pretty sleek, and it blow dries your hair really well, but it does a great job of distributing the heat evenly, so that way you don't really get any damage to your curls at all. So I would say if you are one who loves to do more stretch styles, which is totally okay, like, do you, boo? If you do love to do stretch styles, I would recommend trying out that Revlon blow dryer brush, and I'll go ahead and link it down below, but that one is thebomb.com, and I never get damaged from that one. But like a typical blow dryer or flat iron, I will see damage after using it for a consistent amount of time. Gel without using a moisturizer. So this is a touchy subject because I know a lot of us love to use gels. I personally love to use gel on my hair because I just have a texture that can easily frizz up. And I live in Texas where the humidity is like 100% almost every day. So I really do need a gel, but I never ever apply a gel, whether it be a just super natural ingredient gel or like an eco styler wetline extreme gel. Regardless of what gel I'm using, I will always apply some kind of leave-in conditioner and styling cream underneath it before I apply the gel, because that way I know my hair is 100% moisturized before applying that super strong hold, that, you know, heavier cast. If you are just going in and applying a gel but nothing else underneath, your hair will get so dry, so brittle. And of course, the drier your hair is, the more brittle your hair is, the easier it'll break off, and that just leads to your hair getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So I recommend just trying out applying some sort of creamier product. Make sure it is a very moisturizing product, but try to incorporate some creamier, more moisturizing products underneath your gel. Something else that I have realized a lot of people do nowadays is they think that moisturizing your hair with oil is like a thing, but it's not. So if you guys don't know, using an oil is to help seal in moisture, but it doesn't necessarily moisturize our hair as is. So what I like to do is I like to apply my leave-in conditioner, my styling creams, and then I will apply an oil over it to help seal it all in, and that keeps that moisture trapped into the hair, so that way your hair is moisturized all week long, but it does not moisturize your hair on its own. I personally use the LCO method, which is leave-in, cream, so like a cream styler, and then an oil. And for me, I get the best results that way. There are some people who use the lock method, which is leave-in, then your oil, then your cream. But regardless, you're applying some sort of leave-in conditioner first, and then make the choice to apply your cream styler first or apply your oil first. But at some point, there is always some sort of moisture base before you apply the oil. Doing frequent scalp massages is also a great way to get your blood flowing and helps to promote hair growth. I know I personally, no matter how lazy I'm feeling, I will almost always do a scalp massage before I go to bed. And I have just noticed a huge difference in how fast my hair grows whenever I do so. So if you just can give like a couple of minutes every night to dedicating to giving yourself a nice, good scalp massage. Also, it feels relaxing. It feels really amazing on the scalp. So if you are feeling stressed, That's also a good stress reliever. But yeah, I just love to get in there. I will massage my hair with an oil. So I typically use like the Main Choice growth oil. That's a really good one to use because of course it is made to help hair growth. Choosing not to protective style. So there are so many opinions when it comes to protective styling. You guys know by now that I personally love it and I am here for it because it gives my hair a break. I think it's so important, at least for me, to give my hair a break, not play around with it 24/7. Just let my hair kind of be put away. I don't touch it. I just let it be and just let it grow on its own, no manipulation, and it just does its thing for a week or so. And I have noticed extreme hair growth whenever I do so, because if you realize that whenever our natural hair is out, we are constantly like touching it. We're constantly trying to style it. I can never go like 5 days straight and not touch my hair. It's not possible. So I definitely recommend trying out some sort of protective style. And of course, this could be whatever you feel works for you. Personally, for me, wigs are my thing. It's just easy to apply a wig, take it off at night, really get to my scalp, wash my hair easily, give myself scalp massages, and just really be able to protect my natural hair along with a protective style. It's just easier for me. But there are also things like twists, like box braids, crochet braids. I have done that plenty of times and I love me some crochet braids. There's just so many styles, y'all. Even a simple updo that can last for a full week is an easy protective style. And last but not least is styling your hair with a bunch of tools. I used to be like the queen of using so many different tools whenever I styled my hair. I used to have to use a diffuser. I used to have to use a Denman brush, a rat tail comb, a wide tooth comb, like all kinds of tools. And I started to realize that I was getting like way more like breakage whenever I was using so many tools at one time, because you're pulling on your hair so much. Like those tools, although they are meant for curly hair and it does help to detangle your hair, I mean, you're still tugging on it at the end of the day. So those start to add up. You start to see your hair shedding more, and you may be assuming it's shedded hair, but it could easily be your hair just breaking off and you don't really realize it. So I would suggest possibly kind of minimizing the tools that you are using whenever you are styling your hair. Maybe instead of using a wide tooth comb to detangle, you use your fingers. Maybe instead of using like 3 different brushes to smooth your hair out whenever you're styling, just pick one brush. Maybe instead of using a diffuser, you just air dry. Just keep that in mind and kind of limit the amount of brushes and combs and like tools you use in general in order to style your hair. Even with products, I have realized that sometimes whenever I try to layer too many products in my hair gets like overloaded and it starts to feel more dry than moisturized. So yeah, I just wanted to share those quick tips on what you could be doing wrong and why your hair may not be growing, and what you can do to fix that and possibly get that hair growth back on track, start to retain that length, get your hair super moisturized, and of course get that blood flowing and to help promote hair growth in general. If you guys are trying to grow your hair out as well, go ahead and comment down below what your hair growth goals are, what you have been doing to promote hair growth and get your hair to be long and strong and healthy. Of course, I'm all ears and open to all kinds of suggestions. So go ahead and comment that down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. If you guys did, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't already. As always, I love y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.